So, Iman, what are some books, if you had to recommend books to people, what are some things you go, look, you need to read this book because it's on point. It helped me grow the past year or something like that.
Well, God, this past year, I wish I had my. Okay, at least on my Kindle, 4 Hour Work Week is, and I don't know if he's going to do another updated version or not. I really hope so. But that book is the best when it comes to the day and time that we're in. I
Oh,
think
yes.
4 Hour Work Week is the best book you can read. Period. Like I do that stuff in that book. Like all that outsourcing stuff. If you're familiar with the book, for anybody who's watching this, talks about outsourcing and other things as well, but primarily outsourcing. I do that. I have a lady in the Philippines. I pay her $3 an hour, which is a decent wage over there, so it's not like slave labor. But and she runs 95% of my eBay business, and in 30 days she did $10,000 in gross sales. I mean, so it's like, wow, okay, this
That's,
stuff really works.
gosh, see,
So
that's the craziness.
is number one, yeah. But eBay is still that. Don't get it twisted though, because there's drama that came along with that $10,000. So, but and something else I recommend. I'll keep it short. This was recommended to a buddy. This was recommended by a buddy of mine, Tom McMurrin. It's called Smart Cuts by Shane Snow. How hackers, innovators, and icons accelerate success. So this is an awesome book as well. It talks about who was the main guy it talks about? I don't know. It talks about a lot of people. Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, it talks about how Jimmy Fallon got famous to where he is, and we all see his videos on
Oh
Facebook.
my God, yeah.
And it talks about how he got to where he is. And I'm not going to spoil it, but this is a great book. This is about just how to become successful faster. If you're interested in that, this is the book. This is awesome. So
Jimmy Fallon has laughed his way to the top. I haven't even read that book yet, but Jimmy Fallon literally went from Saturday Night Live laughing through half the skits to he did MTV Awards to now he has his own. He replaced, who did he replace?
Jay Leno, I believe.
Yeah, he replaced Jay Leno after that whole fiasco with Conan, and I'm just like, it's a lesson in being outworking people. Like Steve Harvey, as much as I don't agree with half of stuff Steve Harvey says, like he is a lesson in outworking people, right? Just putting in the work, right?
He's on the radio, and vice versa.
What's crazy about that book, 4 Hour Work Week, I read it when it first came out, around the first time it came out, and I was like, man, yeah, but it was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain it to people, but it made a big splash in the tech community, but not in everybody else's space. I don't know how to explain it that way, but I literally go to the library still to this day, and I will see people, and I'll say something about the 4 Hour Work Week, and they'll be like, what is that? So that's how I know even as much splash as he's made as a change in the economy, there's still more to go. There's just still so much more to go.
And let's remember as well though that people, when we talk about business, it's appealing to some people, but at the end of the day, we're in a capitalistic society where people are really satisfied just having a job. Everybody doesn't want to be the boss.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I tell people, if you don't want to be, always have something you can control. But at the same time, if you're satisfied, don't let anyone tell you because you have a job you're a sucker or anything like that. If you're taking care of your family, then that's the best any of us can do. But when it comes to books like The 4 Hour Work Week and the one I recommended, it's something that can really show you just an alternative way, just another way. Is all we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I strongly encourage people to have something that you can control and watch what can happen. But 4 Hour Work Week is definitely part one. Even if you find one key concept that you can just really latch onto and take to the moon. For me, it was outsourcing, but for somebody else, it might be something else. But even if it's just starting, but as long as you start, you're going to be miles ahead of everybody else who just talks about doing something instead of those who actually go out and do it. So that's why I love it so much.
The craziest part about the 4 Hour Work Week is how it just is bounced back this year. Like in a way, when it bounced back this year, I mean FBA, Amazon Fulfillment, and Shopify. When all these guys are like teaching these courses, that's what cracks me up because I'm like, I read that book. I know what you're talking about. Tim Ferriss already talked about this years ago. But it's that opportunity. Once a book's out in public space, it's public knowledge, you know what I mean? And you're free to teach, whatever. But I just thought it was so hilarious to me just how of a big of an impact it's making now, because it's important. It's important for people to. It's just important for people to get on that. So if anything you take from this little mastermind we did today is definitely have battery for your computer, because both our computers are dying.
I can keep the charger. I don't mind. You just gotta give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And then also, look, definitely, you guys grab those 2 books. You know, as many videos, I can do videos all day. But if you don't try to grab that book, and I know some people have learning disabilities. I've gotten emails from people. If you've got dyslexia or you're just slow at reading, there's audiobooks out there. You can hit YouTube and actually listen to some of these books be read. People hacked it and put it out there. But the funniest thing I've ever heard is like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki say his book has been hijacked, by like at least 20 million fake copies. And he'll have people in Asia come up to him and say, "Can you sign my book?" And he'll look at it and be like, "This is not my book." So I guess take that.
Can I throw in one thing about the book reading as well?
Yes.
Is that I tell people never feel like you have to read the whole book. Mm-hmm. That might be blasphemous to some people, but if you buy, this big old book, there might be just one chapter in here that's like, oh, okay, cool. But I remember a friend of mine told me, with the first company I joined, he said, every single book really only has one main idea they want you to get.
Yeah.
It may be thick as a brick, but he's really only trying to say one, maybe 2, but really just one thing. Even the Bible, love God, love people. It's pretty much the whole thing.
Yep.
In a nutshell. And it's the same with every other book. So with every book you encounter, as long as you can take one thing away from it, cool, whether you read the whole thing or not. So try to find that one thing and run with it and keep reading, keep adding. So one thing after another thing after another thing. So, and that'll help you out as well.
Since I'm going to wrap it up here for us, I'm going to say one more book to add onto it is Gary Keller's One Thing. I'm a big real estate person. I love investing, but I really love helping investors more than I do want to stick my hand in any dirty house. One thing, if you guys don't do anything but come home in the afternoon, walk around your block or blog a post or put something online to sell or put it on Craigslist, like it only really takes one thing a day and it really will change your life in the long term. Right here, Emon, he has plenty of videos. I think, how many was the number of videos on your channel?
I don't even know, because I did slow down in January of this year. So we'll say maybe 300 or so.
Yeah. And that's just, one thing he's doing that put income in his pocket. People are still opting in, even though he's like, I moved on from that. Keep it out of here.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done.
But people still like, hey, want to see some more info? There isn't any to give.
Yeah. So look, people, you got to get out there. One thing a day. Pick up a few little items you can pick up along the way. But, take your time. We'll put together more masterminds out here. There's several people I want to throw in tonight, but we'll hit Emon up again in a month or 2 after Christmas.
Please do. Oh, yeah, because Christmas, I got an order from my Shopify store right when you said, hey, and I sold, what was it I sold? I don't even know. I think it was maybe a watch or something. But, yeah, it's time. And can I just make one last point?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, but when you think about, there's a saying that says, look at what most people are doing to do the opposite. See, right now it's Christmas time. It's November 25th, 1 month till Christmas. Everybody, 90% of the people are going to give all their money away. Yes. So would you rather be one of those people who are just going to empty your bank account, or do you want to be in a position as a merchant to start receiving all of that money that people are going to spend? Because they're going to spend the money whether you're in business or not. Mm-hmm. Why not position yourself as a business owner to, not to scam people or anything like that, but provide a service or a product to them that they're going to buy. Because the majority of people, we're in a capitalistic society, we're a consumer nation, and people just spend. We're a nation of consumers. Why not be a producer? The 80-20 rule. 80% of the wealth is controlled by 20% of the people. Really, it's 1%, 99, but we're not going to get into that. But if you can worm your way into that 1%, why not? Be the 1%. Don't be the 99. Don't do what everybody else does. Be that 1%.
Yeah, I think that's Jim Rohn. Don't follow the crowd. Turn around.
Yes, he was right. Don't follow the crowd. Look at what the crowd's doing and do the opposite. You'll thank yourself for it.
Yeah. Producer or consumer? People have a decision. Producer or consumer?
People, sometimes we're all consumers, but I tend to focus your mind on being more of a producer than just what can I buy? What can I buy? I try to tell my kids, stop focusing on what you want to buy and think about what you want to sell. That's what I'm really trying to pound into them right now. But they're kids, so but hopefully they'll get it.
One of the guys I interviewed, when you say they're just kids, his dad would, before they got a whooping, he'd go, look at that tree out there, because they had to go get a switch. And he goes, how many things can you sell from that tree? So then the kids had to sit there for 10 minutes, and so they're like, thinking they're getting this whooping. And he just wanted to see what they would think of. And, now pretty much out of the 6 kids, I think 5 of them are all business owners. But I just think that's, a unique way to just take that short time and go, my nephew, I sell stuff on Amazon. I've sold some stuff on Amazon. I'm selling a few things off my Shopify site here and there, but mostly I focus on intellectual property, books, courses, coaching, right? And real estate. What's funny is my nephew, children watch you more than you know. So your kids are probably watching you put stuff on Shopify, putting stuff on Amazon. Dad mails packages. Look, all this stuff goes to the store. My nephew literally asked me the other day, well, what can I put on Amazon? Can I put my old trains on Amazon? These trains he doesn't play with anymore, right? And I go, well, maybe eBay, but not Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So just, he's grew out of his clothes. He's like, well, can I sell my clothes? And I was like, well, you got to take that up with your mom. I can't put your clothes online for you. But stuff like that. Or he says, can I do a YouTube video? And I'm like, you can, but I think you have to be 13, boo, So just funny stuff like that kids are watching you and because somebody said, well, how can I get my kids to be business owners if I'm not a business owner? Well, it's just the little stuff you do, are you reading books? Are you watching educational programming? Your kids are right there following you. So, but thank you, Emon. Thank you for your time.
For having me. I definitely appreciate it, and let's go out there and kill it, guys. If you're gonna, there's no time like the present. If you wait for the perfect time to get started, you will never get started. So just get started.
Fourth quarter living. Eric, the hip hop preacher. All right, Emon. Thank you again. It says Emon Mitchell, e-com business owner. Is that good? Good spot. All right.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'll check you guys later.